MegaPodTastic.
Good morning, MegaPodlings. Krazy Joe here, and I want to talk to you about Cobra Kai Season 2. Cobra Kai Season 2 dropped last Wednesday. As I record this, it is Tuesday. It will have been out for 1 week tomorrow, and I watched everything over the weekend. Now, Star Trek Discovery is also a streaming show. It appears on CBS All Access. And all season, on the various Star Trek Facebook pages, I kept seeing people say, CBS All Access should drop all episodes at once like Netflix does. And I've always said I'm glad they don't, because it gives me something to look forward to each week. And Cobra Kai is the perfect example, because I binged that in the entire weekend, and I really enjoyed it, but I didn't have time to savor the episodes. If it had aired weekly, I could have enjoyed this show for, a couple months, and I just, flew through them all in a weekend. Now, a friend pointed out, hey, you didn't have to watch them all at once. You could have watched one a week. But, come on. It's like the buffet is in front of you and you're hungry. You're going to just eat one English muffin. You get to the end of the episode. You want to know what's going to happen next. And it was right there, so I grabbed it. I would have preferred to make it last over the course of a couple months and savor every episode. But I just didn't have the willpower. And I probably would binge Discovery if you gave it to me all at once, too. And then I would regret that I did so. I don't have that kind of willpower. If it's there, I'm going to watch it. But I do think the Discovery model is better. I prefer it. So anyway, Cobra Kai Season 2. It's good. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Now, there's going to be spoilers here. If you don't want spoilers, I'm going to say tune out now, because we're going to have spoilers. And the spoilers are coming, so here they come. Before we get to that, I'll just say, if you don't want spoilers and just want to know what I think of it, I think go see it, check it out. It's great. I recommend it. That's my spoiler-free review. I recommend it. Now, here come the spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. All right. Slightly disappointed that Terry Silver or Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes from The Karate Kid 3 didn't make an appearance. The Karate Kid 3 is my favorite Karate Kid movie because it's the worst. It's terrible, but it's so bad it's good. It's one of those quintessential so bad it's good movies. My friend Dave Perillo from the Lunchbox Bunch, we used to, in the 90s, just rewatch Karate Kid 3 and heckle the heck out of that film because it's so ridiculous. And I really was hoping we'd see Terry Silver or Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes this season. Now we did see Terry Silver in a flashback to Karate Kid 3, so there was that. Because Daniel does mention to his class that he used to be, for a brief moment, a Cobra Kai. And it was during Karate Kid 3 when Mr. Miyagi would not train him for the tournament. So, yeah, that was my one disappointment. Overall, good season. Really good season. It's a little cheesy. It's a little out there, because to believe that in this modern era, an entire high school would become obsessed with a rivalry between dojos. Are today's kids even into karate really that much? I'm sure some are, but it seemed like karate was a big thing in the 80s. I don't really hear people talk about karate so much anymore. So I don't know that a modern day high school would become obsessed with a karate rivalry. Johnny Lawrence continues to grow into a really fascinating character, because whereas in the first movie he's kind of one note, we start seeing that he's not a bad guy. And we start to see that John Kreese really is a bad guy, almost cartoonishly bad. We started getting little shades of gray with him, where it started, maybe he's redeemable, maybe. But then we find out, no, he's not redeemable. That's one of the great things about the show, I think, is that it does, much like Creed 2. If you watch Creed 2, Dolph Lundgren's Ivan Drago was so cartoonish. He was a cartoonish villain in Rocky 4, and Creed 2 humanized him, and Creed 2 makes Rocky 4 a better movie. Like, Rocky 4 is a better movie because of Creed 2, because of the characterization that we get years later of Ivan Drago. And I kind of feel like this does the same thing with Johnny Lawrence. I would argue Johnny Lawrence is the hero of the show because Daniel, he's not like a bad guy, but he's a little bit of a D-bag. Like, I mean, he's got some D-bag tendencies, you know? I mean, like, he's not like a horrible guy. I mean, his heart's in the right place, but he does just needle Johnny, and you know, he's about as much at fault for where things go and this rivalry heating up as Johnny is, quite frankly. So we end this season with another cliffhanger. Like last year, the cliffhanger was John Kreese shows up. Well, this one we get the double whammy of Miguel is now apparently in a coma, and we don't know if he's going to recover. I think he's going to recover, but technically we don't know that he's going to recover. And Elizabeth Shue's character, Allie, seems primed to make a comeback because she accepted Johnny's friend request. So, and John Kreese now has fully taken over Cobra Kai dojo, and Johnny is out. So where does this leave us? I would like to see Daniel and Johnny work together. Like, I think that would be interesting if they join forces against John Kreese, start ironing out their differences and teaching karate together. That's I think what I'd like to see. I think that's what a lot of the fans want to see. And we need to bring back Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes. I think that's what season 3 needs. Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes and Terry Silver, the greatest screen villain of all time, because, you know, it just gets harder and harder to find places to dump toxic waste. That's one of the best lines in Karate Kid 3, because it's like, how do we show that this guy's a villain? Oh, I know. He'll complain about how he can't dump toxic waste anywhere. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love it. It's terrible, but it's brilliant. So yeah, that's where we are. And now the question is, will Elizabeth Shue come back for Cobra Kai? I don't see her in much anymore. She doesn't seem to, like, I don't see her in many movies anymore. But she's an Oscar-winning actress. Is an Oscar-winning actress going to appear on a YouTube TV series? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, but that would be pretty cool. And if they can get her an Oscar-winning actress, then does that mean season 4 we get Hilary Swank? Finally tie in the next Karate Kid? Actually, if you wanted to tie in the next Karate Kid, I know the character I would use. It would be Michael Ironside's character. I would bring Michael Ironside's character in, but I don't think they're going to tie in the next Karate Kid. All right, well, that's all I got to say. So, you know, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai Season 2, definitely check it out. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai Season 2, I just spoiled the whole thing for you, but I warned you. I did warn you. I don't know what you want me to do. I told you. There be spoilers here, and I'm going to put it in the headline, too. So, all right, do me a favor. If you like my videos, if you like my content, and you have not subscribed, please do so. I want to regain my ability to live stream, and to do that I need 1,000 viewers, and I am so close to 1,000, but I'm not quite there yet. So you can make the difference by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the bell and everything else. All right, till next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.